Well, today we are talking about nothing else but batteries. You know, these things are mad expensive from Sony, 80 bucks a pop. Are you looking for a budget option? I might have the battery for you. What's up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Paul and I run a channel that inspires other creators that your future is whatever you make it. I do that through gear reviews, tutorials, and today I've got a very interesting battery for Sony cameras. This NP-FZ100 battery. Amazing battery. Ever since I switched to Sony A7 III, battery life just been phenomenal. Sony knocked it out of the park with the size and everything for this battery, and it lasts long and perfect. But you know, this thing is mad expensive from Sony. This thing is 80 bucks. Jeez, raping your pocketbooks there. So you might be on the lookout for, something that's more affordable, right? I'd say get maybe one official Sony backup battery, or if you don't shoot that much and you never really go through one battery in one day, then sure, these are great options to get. And honestly, after using this one, spoiler alert, I might actually buy this one, but stay tuned for all the performance results at the end of the video. Let's go for compatibility. So this is compatible with all the new Sony cameras, A7 III, all Sony cameras that take this battery, and it's compatible with the firmware 2.0, which means that as of now, with the current firmwares for both my A7C and my A7S III, I did not get any battery warnings whatsoever. It read the full charge on the battery display. I can tell how much charge is left, how much is dying down as I'm shooting throughout the day. No performance issues as far as that's concerned with compatibility versus this Sony battery. So if compatibility was your only issue and you really hated getting that battery warning for other manufacturers' batteries, well, this one will work for you, at least on version 2.0. Now, as Sony keeps making new firmware updates for their cameras or newer cameras come out, I can't verify that information, but right now in 2022, when this video is made at firmware 2.0, these things work great. And I gotta say, it's awesome. I hated getting that battery warning on some of my other fake ones that I've even reviewed on, and they didn't have the warning originally, but now they do. So we'll see. Time will tell with this, but like I said, you don't have to worry about that right now if you're looking to buy. The manufacturer, Artman, told me that they didn't know if this battery would actually be compatible with Sony charger that comes with a lot of the newer cameras, and I have verified it with my A7S III charger that came with this camera from Sony, and it does work. So you can charge this with no problem, so just like the cameras, no compatibility issues whatsoever. Now we're gonna get build quality, and I mean, it's just a battery, right? So I mean, it feels, I like this satin feel. This battery, this Artman battery, has more of a satin feel, and this Sony battery has more of like a glossy feel. Other than that, they feel very similar. Nice plastic build from both. I can't really tell the difference between the Sony. If you were to put this in my hand, unless I felt that little holographic logo on it, I really couldn't tell a difference. So yeah, and this one has no holographic logo, but I honestly like that for aftermarket batteries because I want to be able to easily tell my OEM batteries versus my aftermarket batteries, just so I know what I'm working with. But other than that, build quality, I'd see no issues with it. Now we're going for what's included with the box and the price. Well, you're getting a lot more bang for the buck for these aftermarket ones. What's included with the Sony one? Well, just the Sony battery. 80 bucks, there you go. But for 52 bucks, you can get two of these batteries and a dual charger that has micro USB and USB-C. What's included in the box is a micro USB cable. Yes, add that micro USB slot to it, thank you, but include a USB-C cable. That's probably my only downside for this box. It does not include a USB-C cable, but you have them, you can use your own and charge them up, no problem. So you got two batteries and a dual charger. The dual charger will charge both batteries simultaneously, and it will charge them up to a full charge in 3 hours. And you can use that with your OEM Sony batteries. I use it with charging my Sony batteries as well. I personally actually don't even use the Sony charger anymore because it only charges one battery at a time, and I like charging as many as possible, so you know that this is going to be added to the collection of chargers on my charging wall, so I can charge even more Sony batteries all at the same time. If you haven't seen that charging wall, this build right behind me, you can click the link up in the description and check it out. It's really awesome. We got performance now. I mean, this is what you guys have really been waiting for, right? The performance numbers. How does this battery compare to the OEM Sony battery as far as how long they last? Well, I got some great news there too. What I did to test this out is I put them in my A7S III and recorded both of them at 4K 10-bit 24 frames per second, hit that record button and see how long it lasted in a video atmosphere. So the Sony battery lasted 2 hours and 24 minutes. Well, the Artman, yes, it was behind it, but not too far behind, surprisingly. I thought there was gonna be a bigger gap. The Artman battery lasted for 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's a 15-minute difference between the Sony and the Artman. So how much is your money worth to you? Do you wanna get that extra 15 minutes out and spend, you know, 80 bucks and only get one Sony battery? Or do you wanna sacrifice just those little 15 minutes and get two of these Artman batteries and a charger? Well, that choice is really up to you. Like I said, as we're closing out here, if it was me, I always like to have one spare Sony battery on me at all times. That's because I have two different Sony cameras, and sometimes I might go through 2, possibly 3 batteries on a really long day of shoot between those 2 cameras. But I will only buy Sony aftermarket batteries. These things, I mean, going forward, if this was out and I knew about this, I might break that rule, but it's really up to you. I'm not going to sway you either way. The good thing about this battery is no warnings, no nothing. It performs great other than that 15-minute difference. So how much is that 15 minutes worth to you? I'll say that again. But hey, if you like this content, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. I do tons of stuff on Sony cameras, and I have a few other aftermarket batteries that you can check out reviews for on my channel. But I will say that they now have warnings where this one does not. So this is my new winner for Sony batteries, aftermarket ones. So hit that like, subscribe button, do all the fun YouTubey things, and you guys know that I will see you in the future. Charge on, charge on. I mean, aftermarket batteries. These things are cool. Yeah. Oh man, did forget to mention something. Dang it. They're both exactly the same milliamp batteries. You know, both the same milliamps.